first ever gaming competition was held in 1972 and was properly titled the Intergalactic Spacewar Olympics. The prize? A year's subscription to the Rolling Stones. Not only have video games and their prizes come a long way since then, but the popularity of competitions for said video games known as esports have skyrocketed. So this begs two questions. Why have esports risen so much in popularity, and what is the potential for the industry? So why have video games grown in popularity? Honestly, I could just give a generic answer like video games are fun or they're rage-inducing to a point of addiction. However, the answer to this popularity question is actually more complex than I originally thought. In the 1980s, video games were not trendy. In fact, being a professional gamer, quote-unquote, back then was absurd in the eyes of many. Today, however, professional gamers receive a pay that your dad could only dream of. Not attacking your dad, I'm sorry. So what changed? One key factor I've noticed, and that all of you have at least subconsciously noticed, is marketing.
We would like to play.
Marketing for video games have substantially improved after only just a few decades. Today's market not only provides a unique environment for video game publishers to promote their creations, but for the gamers themselves to market and showcase their own skills. A second area in marketing is the relationship between the consumer and producer, which has also improved quite dramatically. Today, we are able to communicate directly with the staff of a production company through sites like Twitter and Reddit. This allows for effective bug fixes and minor game improvements, which is besides the point. However, this shows that the competitors' opinions and critiques are at least being listened to. Another area in the answer why has gaming grown so much is the fact that the games themselves have evolved to a level that most thought would never be possible. With only 30 years' time, we went from graphics like this to graphics like this.
What do you say? First to the festival wins? Vámonos!
With this enhanced technology, the gaming industry gained much more popularity than was ever expected before. This allows for the integration of video games into pop culture. Here's an example of this. You may call back to the Fortnite World Championship. Ironically, Fortnite is the epitome of cringe today, but back in 2018, it was the world's biggest hit. Sense your mom. The national news even tried to get in on the clout. I say tried because they instantly made the whole thing a cringe fest, due to stunts like these.
Do it with me, guys. Oh, this one! Yeah. That one. Oh, we're dropping microphones.
Oh my gosh.
Shoes, Abby.
Gen Z humor has much more to say about this topic, which I'd love to get into. However, I think we would need about an hour, which we definitely don't have. Nevertheless, the prize pool for such a competition went to a single player named Booga. For winning, he received $3 million. While such an extravagant amount of money would send most into retirement, this competitor kept on playing and eventually signed onto an esports organization. It's obvious that the love of the game made him come back. Just like any other skill, when people enjoy it, they tend to take their proficiency to the next level. We can see from what we have covered so far how the community is the biggest part of esports. However, this community would be tested during the 2020 pandemic, as esports events shut down with the rest of the world. They would soon come back, however, in the form of virtual events. While this didn't have quite the same atmosphere as live events, it proved that esports would be able to thrive even in difficult circumstances. Viewership increased dramatically as no one had anything better to do, and the competition grew even fiercer as the competitors had plenty of time to practice their skills. While this is just a synopsis of a repercussion of a larger issue, I hope you can visualize the importance of adaptability when it comes to community. This leads into my next topic, the future. Esports is no doubt a booming industry. In fact, to put it into perspective, at one point, League of Legends accumulated more viewers than the Super Bowl. While a promising future seems to be in store, nothing is for certain. Obviously, the esports industry is expected to grow, but by how much? A good resource to experience the growth for oneself is a website called Twitch. This showcases not only the community, but also the skills of the professional competitors. Twitch allows for a more direct interaction between the players and their viewers, which solidifies the community as a whole. Going into the future, we can expect an enhancement of this interaction, and this improvement can come in many forms. However, it isn't important to think about what those improvements will be, as there's no way to really know. However, many are leading towards the idea of a metaverse. Nonetheless, one can definitely expect a stride towards a more direct socialization of the community that we know today. A better way to socialize is to be, well, social. If you like to play video games and you want to become better while making new acquaintances at the same time, the best way to do that is to involve yourself in an esports group or a team. Personally, I think this is the best future that we can make for esports as a whole, because instead of being by ourselves at home, which is rather boring, we can strategize as a team, communicate in person, and build relationships all at the same time. So if any of you are watching have the ability to create a community at a school, church, or even within a friend group, you should, because the sense of community that you can give someone else could be priceless from their perspective. While this being a good neighbor stuff is cool and all, we need to realize that it's just a video game.
Why you have to be mad?
Like someone says it's really something stupid, you know? I don't know. Why are you listening to the Wii theme?
Do we leave this on here? I don't remember how we did this on. Well, we have the jib we can shoot over.
That's true.
Yeah. Dude, can we get it through this door?
That is so cool.
Are y'all gonna try to get it through the door?
I feel like we could definitely try.
Is that door bigger?
Yeah, I
or
just
is
need.
this-
I think it's the same.
Is it only one? Yeah. Okay.
Let's try it. If we can get it through that door, surely.
Surely.
I recorded all this.
Okay.
I can hold this up if you want to worry about the phones.
Okay.
I was gonna say that's not the chair.
No credits.
Okay, it's gonna go.
I love it. Super. This chip is my new favorite thing.
with the head.
I almost popped Kit in the face. That would have been unfortunate.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, we do have more weights though.
That's what I told them.
This is gonna be so cool. All the kids will be like, "Wow, Mama on TV."
You got the break starts at 9:15.
I know. We got a couple minutes. Don't kiss the drip. No. I said no. Oh my gosh. Imagine you actually did that. It'd be so funny. It's so funny.
Wow.
Ooga booga booga. Ooga booga. Ooga booga. Okay.
Okay, you're so